Elderly at 50? Well, that's the age the state of California considers inmates elderly. We're hearing now from victims' family members about the impact of a state law allowing some of those inmates to be released early.
This law was passed 5 years ago as a way to reduce prison overcrowding. KCRA 3's Michelle Bandor investigates the concerns from families who say violent offenders have used this law to get out of prison.
Two California women with the same fight. Both pleading with the state to keep two convicts, a murderer of a mother of 5 and a rapist, behind bars.
Please, I beg you to review this case. He is a repeat violent offender and a rapist. Lives are at stake.
What can I possibly say today to make complete strangers understand the magnitude of our loss?
In 1991, a Sacramento County judge sentenced George Boris to 25 years to life for killing his girlfriend with a hammer 10 years earlier. The victim, 43-year-old Nancy Nelson, was Karen Hustis' mother.
I guess it was 9 or 10 months, from what I can remember, of just her being afraid all the time. I have before me here some articles. More than anything, I'm saving them for the story for my own children. The district attorney told us, you know, you don't have to worry now. Now you know he's going to be put away. He's away for a long time, and you can go on and live in peace.
I knew I was in trouble, and I knew that if I didn't do exactly what he said, that he was going to kill me.
An Alameda County judge sentenced Thomas Martinez in 2004 to 56 years to life for raping 2 women, one of them Jennifer Carvalho.
As he had the knife to my neck, I remember thinking, if I scream, he's going to kill me. And my son's going to wake up in the morning and find his mom dead. This guy's going to get away for life. We did it. We did it, and I'm going to be safe. I'm going to be okay.
She says that sense of safety now gone 2 decades later, learning her rapist could be released.
I said, no, 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 no. He got a 56 to life sentence. He wasn't even supposed to be eligible for parole until the year 2051. What do you mean he's up for parole?
Why even sentence someone to life then? Because that's not what it's going to mean.
Both inmates qualify for elder parole. Martinez is 54, Boris 77. The elder parole law means inmates who have served 25 years and reached the age of 60 could be considered for parole. But in 2021, California lawmakers changed the law and the definition of being elderly, lowering the age to 50 and having served 20 years.
Elder parole is a ticking time bomb.
Sacramento County District Attorney Tin Ho is keeping a close eye on a list of predators, some released and others now being considered for elder parole.
We made a promise to the victims. The judge made a promise, society made a promise, the jurors did their job. And now with this law, it just rips open everything away years later.
Vanessa Nelson Sloan says lifers, aging inmates, deserve a second chance.
They consider things like cognitive impairment, physical impairment, whether or not the person is really a danger to society. That is the question the parole board has to answer.
She advocates for prisoners' rights and reform, attending 200 parole hearings and founding Life Support Alliance. As her handcuff earrings show, the organization specifically focuses on freedom for inmates serving life.
Is a 50-year-old an elderly person?
Well, they can be. Many studies show that being in prison for more than 20 years ages you about 10 years for every, as opposed to anybody else of your age or 10 years older.
It's disgusting to me. It really is.
Assemblymember Stephanie Wen says lawmakers passed elder parole to ease prison overcrowding. She tried last session to keep violent sex offenders out of the program, but the bill didn't advance.
I think now is a time in which we need to bring this back and say that is 50 old enough? Is 50 young still?
The state is listening to Carvalho's pleas.
I do believe that if released from prison, it would only be a matter of time until he would do this again.
The parole board postponed Martinez's January release, now considering whether he should have been granted parole in the first place.
This is a new fight because now I'm really fighting for justice, and I'm really fighting for the safety of myself and all members of the community.
As for Karen Hustis, she has a different fight.
At the time, this was on the news, and we were just kids, but somebody had to speak up for Mom and who she was and what was taken from us.
As Boris is already out and no longer on parole.
I have a sentence of life because I have to watch my back all the time. And it is not the freedom that I would like to live my life, but it is what it is.
Both women hoping at the minimum communities know who's in custody.
I think the greater community doesn't even know this exists.
And who's free back on the street. In Sacramento, Michelle Bandour, KCRA 3 News.
Jennifer Carvalho says after writing letters to the governor and speaking up at her rapist parole hearings, the board will take up his case again in April to decide whether to rescind approval for elder parole.